Hello there, guys and gals, and you female contractors too. Today, what we're going to do is show you how to resurface a staircase. You could paint this, sure, but they said, Kirk, I want a maintenance-free finish. I never want to have to paint it again. So I was looking at it, and they suggested, well, the last fella didn't do too good. I said, let me judge it and see myself what you got going on here. So they got retaining walls. It's cinder block retaining walls. You could see the top. Um, they had a concern with something, and what their concern was, they said, well, gee, there's three areas that the stuff is coming off. And I said, well, actually, like the retaining wall here has a lot of holes to allow the water to escape, to drain, so it's not holding so much weight. This one doesn't have any drains. So when it rains, guys, say for like a month, how much water will this hold? How many tons? No idea, but it's a whole lot. And so they got this crack right here. And the crack is in the cinder block. The cinder block is cracking. So a color coat maintenance-free cementitious finish is not going to hold it together. 100 coats over this won't hold this together. So it's just going to flex and break it off. Here's how you fix that, guys. And people say, well, how do you know when to stop? I'll tell you how to know. Okay, listen to it. You don't have to look at it. Just listen to it. Here's solid. Okay, you hear that? Listen to the sound. It's like two spoons. You get two spoons, two pieces of wood. Like you'll hear the echo. So, whoa. All right, that there too. So pretty much that. Will more come off? We'll find out because I'm going to pressure wash. But before I pressure wash, we just remove this. Hey, a couple black widows, a couple mean-looking spiders. Okay, I'm doing this because my pressure washer is going to do the job. I'm just curious how much I've got to do. Now, I'm just giving you a rundown, guys. And this is a radius too, so the radius, it does have a tendency to want to separate. And what causes separation, guys? Separation is vibration. The rain comes down for a month, say, and all that weight lifts everything. And when everything's lifted, drier conditions come, the sun comes out. Beautiful. It dries everything out, but while it's wet, it pushes, and this happens. I got two more areas like this, and she said, well, look at all these lines. Guys, I said, when you mow the lawn, all the dirt and everything settles in the air, and it settles on the caps. Then when it rains, the dust, dirt, moss, all that stuff starts to grow things. And she said, well, I don't have a lawn. When she's working in the field here or the mountain doing flower work or bushes, or the other folks are mowing, plus the rain is dirty also, guys, so that's what causes it. The rain sits on here and drips or bleeds on the rest. The last thing I'll show you is, we're going to get started with pressure washing. These indentations here is where there were lights, but we're going to fix that too. Up here, yeah, we're going to be doing all this stuff here. This is fun stuff for us. Like the cracks here, it's not that the guy did a bad job. Like the Stucco guy, whoever did this, I think on a scale 1 to 10, he's a 9. He did a great job. So what we're going to do is I'm going to loosen up a little bit of these, and then the pressure washer is going to do the rest. Okay, guys, we got another crack right here. This is structural, and it's not that the fella didn't do a great job. I say he did a perfect job. Quality guy, but concrete, 3 inches, and the cinder block are tied into it without an expansion in here. So if you got no expansion, when it rains, it lifts everything. And then when drier conditions occur, and they will occur like right now, the sunshine, they'll settle, and you'll get these natural, something's got to give. Something's got to give. So these, I inform the folks, hey, those might come back. And what we're going to do is we're going to put on an earth tone color. It's a cementitious La Habra finish, and earth tone. They said, get as close to this color as possible. We come to we come up with that guy right there. I told him whatever you want, we'll do. I don't care. You choose a color. So today all we're going to do is pressure wash all this, and it's getting late. So when we come back to do the actual color finish, Jason's going to spread everything, and I'm going to have the easy job. I'm just going to float it. I'm going to use a green sponge float because I want to bring the aggregate out. A sponge float creates a sand finish because when you apply it, then you bring the sand out. It's the same thing. Float finish, sand finish, same thing. Anyway, when we get to that stage, maybe tomorrow or the next day, we'll show you how we do it. So in case you want to do it or try it, you'll know how. All right, guys, here's the fun part, pressure washing. What I do is I try to get all the loose stuff off. That way when I put the new stuff on, it will adhere, because nothing adheres to dust, dirt, grime. I figure with the gas-powered pressure washer and the turbo tip, that adds more power. This tip, if it's going to come off, this will take it off. If I aim it at my shoe, it'll cut right through the shoe a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is continue doing this, and when we come to color code it, I'm going to use a quick set, hit that, and then color almost immediately over it. And while I'm at it, I'm going to hit the stairs because the stairs got a lot of moss and crap on it. Slippery. We don't want slippery. But again, for our next coat to adhere, this got to be clean. All this dust, dirt, and moss. Now, this is an easy way to do things, guys. I had a guy tell me, he says, well, man, I used a wire brush. And I said, how'd that go? He says, I was there for 2 days. So you can rent a pressure washer for like 25 bucks. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd show a little bit about get that coat off, because the next coat is only as strong as what it's going over. All right, guys, I'm using a rapid set product that it sets so fast. In fact, it's already set. But I can't color coat. Color coats are 1/8 of an inch thick. So this is a lot more than 1/8 of an inch thick. So I have to use a quick product. It almost matches the same color for these details like this. And, ooh, it's set. I mean, you guys do this and you go, how does he do that? It's already set. Well, we spread that stiff mud. That's what we do. Anyhow, I'm applying just the patchwork because, again, the color coats, they're only made to go 1/8 of an inch thick. So we can achieve, I can't repair this with a color coat finish. So I'm going to put this here, and I'll show you real quick how we float it into the original. And I guess I better be complete and I'll explain something to you, that I'm using a bonding agent. The bonding agent is blue. It's called Wellcrete. And I like Wellcrete because it's been sold for 40 years, and it's at the material yards where we shop. A little bit more professional materials than at Home Depot. Okay, we put that on. We take a float, and now we just blend it in. And I went full strength with the bonding agent. I'm gonna put in the link a video I did, and it shows that, well, it's an older video, but it shows the proper use. Like when we do this wall, I'm not going to put it full strength. Otherwise, we will have what I call the Nile River show. You'd have to watch that video to see what I'm referring to. And that right there is when it's dry, which is going to be in about a half hour. We're going to put a bonding agent on this, but we're going to dilute it. Don't you guys dilute it. Do what the can says, that stuff there, or any can. Do what it says, not what old Kirk says. But within an hour or two, we're going to put a bonding agent over the entire wall and spread it out. Okay, guys, where we're at is we double coated this with weldcrete. Weldcrete is a bonding agent. Do we need a bonding agent? No. But since it's really hot, I wanted to slow the suction down, and it's not working, guys. So what we're doing is, oh, hey, Joe. Hi. That's the neighbor here, making sure we do a good job. Anyway, 2 bonding agents, and I can still hit this with water because it is a hot day. How hot? I don't know. It's hot enough to get me sweating. That's mighty hot. Uh-oh, don't step on that rattlesnake. All right, guys, girls, here's what we're doing. We are, because we got all that detail out of here, if you remember, we had lights in here, we had all kinds of bad stuff. We got it all out. Now what we're doing is making it pretty again. And yeah, this is a radius, so I should hold it at an angle like this. The bottom kind of holds it, and I follow the radius, but I don't really need to do that. And right here where you say, wow, how are you going to get that radius? Just like this. And because I use a pull child, people say, hey, gee, you can't get that corner bull. We can get it every time. That's done. That's done. Moving on. Of course, we had to cover this rail. Otherwise, it would be covered in stucco. I'd say, Jay was on the camera, and I was talking about how hot it was. He says, well, Google says it's 100. I thought, wow. Here, I only thought it was about 95. It feels good. Love the heat, guys. Love it. But when you're plastering, you got to know how to plaster in hot weather. And that means just because I put a bonding agent on here, not for this to adhere, but to slow the dry time down, I wanted to seal it, so to speak. That way, as soon as I put it on, it doesn't instantly dry. I'm just going to take it down to here and show you guys how we float this. That what I'm talking about, a bonding agent, you can kind of see a blue sheen. They got bonding agents, green, white. I don't like the white ones because you can't really see them. You don't know if you missed a spot. Anyway, we're going to take this radius out. Because it's so hot, it makes it just a little bit tougher. You kind of got to know what you're doing when it's real hot like this. Again, if it's 100 degrees, according to Jay's phone on Google, the walls are about, well, they're a lot hotter because the sun is coming right here, coming down. And it's hitting this wall now for about 6 hours. So this wall is really hot. So unless I wet that, as fast as I put it on, it would have went, suck it right up. Then I wouldn't be able to float it. And I'm about to float this any second now. I like to get my corners. Okay, nothing doing it. Stuff in the way, that adds the fun to it. All right, a little bar, no matter. Come here. Oh no, we forgot to cover one. Okay, so we're taking it like that. And just for the sake of finishing this off, because the sun's trying to beat us up, it's like, okay guys, I'm going to mess you up and throw everything off. No, it's not. It's trying, but we're too good for that. All right. That little bit is 2 hawks, and I could do it in 5 minutes, but you guys don't want to watch me do that for 5 minutes. Okay. Sponge float. Sponge float. Get all the water out, get all the dirt, dust, grime, and crap out of there. And hit it on the inside, guys. Hit it here. If you do this, you bend it the wrong way. So hit it on the inside, round this thing off. Okay, first thing we want to do is get your top. What happens if I get up here, or because it's a cinder block, if I hit right here this corner, it'll expose the cinder block. So we just want to hit it gently. Hit it gently. and not mess with this corner. You can mess with the corner and put some excess water on it. That'll strengthen it. Because we got the rail in the way, I'm going to go 2 inches below. And then 2 inches above. Beautiful. What more could you guys ask for? It's 100 degrees. We're working outside. We're getting paid. What a country. You see that, guys? There's nothing to it. A little bit of practice with a sponge float. Okay, this is new. This is existing. Take the new into this existing. Why? You'll get a ghosting effect if you don't. What is ghosting? That you'll see the underlayment. When it all dries, you'll say, hey, what happened there? It's a different color. So we don't want ghosting or bleeding. Different people, different trades call it different things. And here's another last tip, guys. And okay, the tape right here. I'm going to clean the tape. You say, why you want to clean the tape? There's a good reason for cleaning the tape. Everybody knows, right? Not that I'm a clean dude. Well, if you clean the tape, we're going to move on. And then when we come back, we just pull this, and the tape is not covered with stucco, which when we would pull that, a big chunk of stucco would come off. Then we'd have to patch it back in with the existing color. Anyway, that gets some of the water out of it. See how easy that is, guys. And just, if you see it and it doesn't look perfect, go over it again. And if lines are in it, and you say, oh man, I don't like those lines, clean your float out. How do you clean the float out? You dip it in the water, and be careful. Too much water, it'll drip, and it'll be like Clorox on blue jeans. So you got to know your water. You got to know a lot of things doing this stuff, but it's not hard once you figure all that stuff out. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and finish this up. We get done, Jay. We already did this whole side here. When we get done, Jay will probably walk it up and show you like a before and after.
Hi everybody. On this video we were planning to record an ending a few days after finishing, since you folks are always asking us to do that, but with the California lockdown situation being what it is, we're not sure when that would be. So instead, you get to look at a couple of these pictures I took on my cell phone at the end of the day we applied it. The color variation you're seeing here is because those areas are still drying. That'll go away. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to check out our new Instagram channel @Giordano Plastering, and we'll see you on the next one.
By the way, folks, my dad and I are now members of Amazon affiliates, so if you're looking to buy any of the plastering or construction tools you've seen in our videos and you want to support us in the process, you can check the links below our video, or you can go to our website and get them there. If you have any other questions for tools we don't have linked, email us direct and we'll respond to you then.
Once again, folks, we thank you for watching, and I really enjoy all your comments.
If you guys like this video, please click the like button down below, and also if you enjoy what we do, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making these videos for you.
My name is Kirk.
And Jay.
We thank you for watching, and from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.